People have put their faith in this stuff. Paper currency. And every paper currency ever made has gone to zero. It was so bad in Zimbabwe that they printed $1 million notes, then $1 billion notes, and eventually $1 trillion notes. But I found a secret. I found a hack how to get outside the system, protect your buying power, and build dynastic wealth. Let me tell you how.
International Stacker.
Hey guys, International Stacker here, and you are looking at over $275,000 of silver and some gold. And I'm gonna take you through it. I'm gonna show you some cool pieces. This is my updated full stack video. I'm gonna show you silver that I'm gonna give to you, literally thousands of dollars in silver that you can win. And I'm gonna share with you some of the secrets I've learned along the way. So as we jump into it, guys, this is what over 5,505 ounces of silver looks like, and 4.6 ounces of gold. I frequently get the comment, how did you stack so much silver? Are you rich? Are you a trust fund baby? Oh, must be good to have an inheritance. And none of this, guys, none of this was an inheritance. This was me sacrificing, doing what others wouldn't do to set myself up for the future. And what do I mean doing what others wouldn't do? First, I got an opportunity to go to the Middle East. So I literally went across the world to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, sacrificed being with family and friends and things that I knew to work, to improve myself in my career and make paper currency to buy this stuff. And here's a couple of these 100-ounce bars. Look at this. This is beautiful. That's the Royal Canadian Mint. We got ourselves an Engelhard. Look at that. We got ourselves a nice Pyramid. And these were the ones I really wanted besides the Engelhard, the Johnson Matthey kind of caster poured bars. So between just the 100-ounce bars, we got 400 ounces, 500 ounces, and we got a couple kilos here. And guys, I'm going to tell you soon about the MEGA GAW, and I've given away 2 kilos, I think maybe 3, as first place prizes in past MEGA GAWs, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Going over to the Middle East, which wasn't easy. It was a culture shock, away from family, friends, my support system. But boy, did it enable me to start stacking hard. And here's some close-up shots of my poured silver. You know, stacking hard is just part of it. I would literally, when I go to order a $20 pizza, think, this is back when silver was cheaper, do I wanna pay $20 for a pizza? Or do I wanna get an American Silver Eagle or a cool poured silver piece? So that's one of the aspects I wanted to address and how I did so much. And my last full stack video was 5,700 ounces, but today's 5,505. The beginning of COVID, I had a whole monster box of these guys right here, American Silver Eagles, that I had to sell because a contract fell through because of the virus, right? So I had to make a maneuver to support myself until I could get set up on my new endeavors. And then I sold maybe 6 or 8 ounces of gold for the wedding and some more silver, and I flipped stuff in between. So at one point I was down around 5,000 ounces. It's okay. It's here to use in an emergency. It's here for when you need it. And I used it from when I needed it, but I'm happy to say I'm almost back to that 5,700 ounces. Here's some silver slacker silver from Jaeger Port Silver, Jaeger. Shout out to just another average stacker, maybe that's MK Bar's hand. Here's some custom stuff from people. That's Scorpion Metals, and Aloha Stacker did that. I went on a scavenger hunt for that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. SGT Stacking did those. We got Silver Slacker Unlimited, Lannis Mint, a lot of cool stuff. That's Monarch Precious Metals. Very, very neat stuff. A bunch of MK bars. One of my favorite silver pourers. Look at this anonymous mask. Super cool. Some limited stuff up here. Look at this. My Basker Silver Mandalorian. That's 20 ounces right there. What do you guys know about the Silver Baggins round before he got the cease and desist and became Silver Dragons? What do you guys know about that? The runes from Germanium Mint that glow under black light. Bunker Buster from Hi Ho Silver. I hope you're doing better, my friend, if you're watching this. And look at all this beautiful Scottsdale silver. Look at the luster. And look, these are stacker bars, so they're concave. And these are stacker rounds, great for earthquake prone areas. Look at that, incuse on the backside. And that, I just gave away some silver to 3 of you, and I gave away some of these. These are the SD Bullion collab with Scottsdale Silver, and they're called the Eagle Stackers, so that's pretty cool. So I always wanted those. Scottsdale stuff is pretty high premium. A lot of this stuff is high premium. And I know what the comments some of you are gonna make. That's too high premium, you're never gonna get that back. You should have only bought generic silver. You shouldn't have bought all this high premium stuff, you guys. With 5,505 ounces, my dollar cost average is in the mid-18s, like $18.30. In gold, it's up around 1,600 or 1,500 bucks. I'd have to look. You can do this. One of my big lessons I learned in my biggest mistakes video was always buy the deals. I wanted certain items, I'd pay more premium than I should have. If you wait and wait and wait, eventually whatever you want, whether it's an Engelhard 100-ounce bars or some Engelhard smaller rare bars or high premium stuff, if you wait, the deals will come to you. Look at all this constitutional silver back here. This is like $2,000 face of constitutional silver. And another comment I get when I make these, you're just here bragging, doing all, you guys, I'm not bragging. I'm sharing my journey with you, literally traveling the world, buying gold and silver, preserving my wealth, ensuring that the next generation in my family is gonna be set up for success. This is not to brag. This is to motivate you. Even if you can only do one silver dime a month, a silver dime at a time literally will build a tower. And that's about 2,800 dimes you're looking at right there. And here's some 1/20th ounce Libertads. So my point is, you can stack on any budget. You just have to be determined. You have to make sacrifices and be willing to live like nobody else now so you can live like nobody else later. Here are the maple leaves from the Lost Maple Leaf Hoard video, if you've ever seen that. A metal detector is found in my bottom at spot. These are Canadian dollars. Here's some mercury dimes, my favorite constitutional silver design. Love them. These are peace dollars. That's about 300. Morgan silver dollars, quarters. Got a bunch of barber dimes. Very cool stuff. If you don't know, pandas from China, this is how they come, not in tubes, but in these kind of clamshells. Look at this rhenium, germanium, mint silver. And as I show you these coins, and oh man, I'm gonna use the nail, not my finger. We almost had an avalanche. Woo. It takes so long to set this up. So American Silver Eagles, US Assay and Trade Units, cool Engelhard half ounce. Philharmonics, these are super shiny. I'm touching with my nails, don't worry. Britannias, Maples, Britannias, Maples. This is a sealed tube of Korea. Chiyu Chongwei, or the next one that came out. Look at this, sealed mint, germanium mint. You guys, I love germanium mint. I just shot videos coming soon of a tour of their mint. One of my first purchases from them ever was this. This is a sealed tube, never opened, of the allegories from germanium mint. Libertads. And check this out. I got a really good opportunity. This is a sealed mint tube of onzas from the Bank of Mexico. Premium silver, look at those. And here's more that are not in a tube, and this is what they look like. Super cool in the hand when you look at them. It's very cool stuff. So that's my sealed mint tubes I haven't opened. But look, we got some silver Krugerrands when those first came out. These are all different rounds I gotten at great deals. Oh, so these two are Queen's Beasts. Very cool and expensive in a popular coin set. That's the Plantagenet Eagle, I think. Here's the Griffin. So I got them all. Here's the Bull of Clarence. It always looks like it's on clearance if you find it. Here's I think that was the Red Dragon. So I got a bunch of those and some 2 ounces from the original Provident series. These are the Egyptian Gods from the Privateer series that was super popular. These are those 2 ounce koalas with the baby from the Perth Mint. These are a bunch of different koalas. And guys, I got all these at great deals. I did not pay full premium on this stuff. Let the deals come to you. Some more Korean mint stuff. And I was gonna hit on another point while showing you this, but I got excited. But look at all these cool, the mermaid. Hey, Salivate Metal, Uncle Sal, what's up, man? I got one of your rounds right here too, Uncle Sal. Came out with these. You know, Rat Stacker, she comes to the silver shop sometimes and buys silver. And one of the things that Rat Stacker bought for me was the Fortitude round, and I see Rat Stacker running it right now. Give him a thumbs up. Woo! Rat Stacker, what is your favorite piece of silver here, you think?
That one, Year of the Dog.
Hold up, let me see it. So Year of the Dog, 10 ounce bar. You think you might buy this from my silver shop? Is that your plan? And then, you know, she's Rat Stacker, guys, and there's a little rat on here. Are you gonna buy a piece of gold as well? So set that to the side. So Rat Stacker's gonna buy that. What gold do you wanna buy?
This one.
Ooh, Panda. I think this is is this a gram or no? Maybe a gram. And why do you like this? Because the animal?
Yeah.
Little cutie, huh? Okay. Well, Rat Stacker's gonna buy those guys, and she's kind of high for good stuff. She gets the best deals out there because when she comes to my silver and gold shop, she gets everything at spot price. But basically what I was gonna hit and why I like silver more and why I have so much more silver than gold and why when I needed some money for the wedding, I kind of sold the gold and kept the silver is because of the industrial demand. Gold has made massive moves and it's going to continue to. I believe in gold, don't get me wrong. And if the gold to silver ratio ever closes significantly, I will trade some silver in for gold because I'll get way more gold than I would have if I bought it outright. But silver is the best conductor of electricity of any metal out there. It's in water purification, the metal industry, all the green tech, solar, electric vehicles. It's in missiles that you need for warfare. Silver is in gigantic, huge demand, and unlike gold, whereas the majority of it mined is above ground, the majority of silver that's been bought has been destroyed. It's in landfills. It's been blown up across battlefields. They literally use silver for yoga pants because it's antibacterial, and we've been in a silver deficit for the last 5 years. That's only gonna get worse. That's why I believe in silver and why I think there's such a huge opportunity. They used to say, well, it's not a tier 1 asset, it'll never be anything. And gold in 2019 became a tier 1 asset, which was a big deal. But the US just recommended to add it to the strategic metals for the United States. It's on the memo. Literally the central banks of Russia and Saudi Arabia are stacking silver and others are looking at it. If just a minuscule percentage of investment monies comes into silver and gold, it can send it to the moon. And check these guys out, these things here. This is coming from a company called Spectrace, and these are all 2 ounce. It's high premium stuff. It's like $200, but the detail in this stuff is really cool. And the reason I bring this up is I think I'm either going to put this piece, that piece, or this piece in the MEGA GAW for one of you guys to win, maybe more. So if you want one of those in the MEGA GAW, tell me in the comments below which one you think it should be. The Holy Lance, Teddy Roosevelt's little dagger there, or that cool high relief thing. And guys, I do dabble in other types of investments. You know, I do dabble in some silver and gold mining stocks, as you know, and from time to time I cover what I'm doing and what I think are great opportunities. This is a Rolex that I love and wear quite often. It's a bluesy. So this could be worth anything from $18,000 to $20,000, depending on where you're at and what people are offering. The main thing is gold and silver as a preservation of your wealth. And then I look for other opportunities once I hit goals. So what do? You're new to silver and gold and you want some of this for yourself. And guys, I'm gonna show you the MEGA GAW stuff soon. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. First thing you need to do is jump in. Get some physical gold or some physical silver. I recommend, and this is not financial advice, just some guy on the internet, your decisions are yours and yours alone, but I get some silver, maybe some constitutional. So right now the best deals you're gonna find is constitutional silver. You could get at the spot price, which is the price at that given time in the market. You can get some more classic Engelhard bars. You're still going to pay a premium on them, but it's not going to be as crazy it was before the spot price went YOLO. Or just go to SD Bullion or Bold Precious Metals or any of these online companies and look at their spot deals. Go down to your local coin shop, ask what their best deals are if they have anything at or below spot. You can get some stuff sometimes at below spot right now. A lot of these companies have silver at spot deals for first-time customers. So pick a goal, make sure it's attainable. The last thing you want to do is charge a credit card and go YOLO and then get it over your head and then you have to sell it immediately. Gold and silver is not good for a short time investment. If you go for a short time investment, you can get in trouble and lose money. Gold and silver is a long-term play. I started stacking in 2015 and right now I'm rejoicing, but there was times where it was pulled back and people were like, it's going to zero. It's not. Thousands of years of history, strategic metals, tier 1 asset with gold. We're in a deficit. It's not going to zero. And if it did, if it dropped $20 an ounce, I would be rejoicing and stacking even more. But pick a goal that's attainable, that's not going to get you in trouble. Stick to it. You can get silver for free. Search coin roll hunting. You can get it for free. Go to Coinstar kiosks. You can get it for free. You can recycle cans and get silver dimes. Anyone can stack on any budget. And I hope more and more people see this video and start stacking, because guys and gals, what we've seen with the recent price action of both metals, I believe is only just the start. Buckle up. Train is leaving the station. It's not too late yet to get a ticket, but you keep playing it for too long and it will be. Let's show you some of the MEGA GAW silver. And as I take you over to the MEGA GAW silver, this is a ton of silver that I got at spot for the most part of silver from around the world. I mean, look at this. We got Mexican, we got Austrian, Maria Teresa Towers. We've got Philippines. We got some cool Saudi Arabia reals. We've got some cool stuff. Canada, Great Britain. Look at this guy. The MEGA GAW silver. So all this silver is going to be up for grabs. I've got a video on the MEGA GAW coming soon, but this is just the start. There's going to be more silver added. I'm working on some very cool grand prizes and other things along the way. I want a lot of you guys to win. But this is just a sneak peek at some of the stuff that's coming. And I'm gonna give you guys all a password right now. For those who made it this far, when the Mega GAW comes, if you use this password, it's going to give you an advantage. But I believe the password is only gonna work for like the first 100 people to enter, okay? So make sure your notifications are on so when the Mega GAW posts, you can use the password immediately and be one of the first 100 to get an advantage in the giveaway. But the password is, what should the password be, Rat Stacker? How about Ratkin? Okay, Ratkin. So it's RATKIN. Write that down on the wall on your whiteboard. It's gonna give you advantage, probably the first 100 people in the Mega GAW. And this is just a sample of what's gonna be given away. Look at these ET rounds. Who gives ET silver away? And that was not supposed to be up here. That's supposed to be there. Those aren't going away. And I did want to come over here and give you guys just kind of a close up. This is kind of the cool oddball stuff I put up here. Here's a cool USSR. If you see the hammer and sickle design there. Of course, we got some Roman silver denarius. We got some shipwreck silver, cob. Of course, we got the gold backs. Of course, we got the silver back. We got some other gold items in here. This ancient Japanese silver bars that they used to keep in samurai swords and different things. So yeah, that's electrum. So that's a percentage, a mix of gold and silver. We got some very cool ancient coins I got in Poland. That video's coming soon at a Polish coin show. And I wanted to shout out Backyard Bullion. This is his stuff. This was Silver Dragons. Here's some of his pours. I've got his biggest pour ever and his only copper planchet he ever stamped. There's a story behind that. We got Pit Bullion, MK Bars. We've got the Bear, Divergent Metals, Mutiny Metals, Peg. We got a bunch of folks. Mendo Mint was in here when he was pouring. Very cool stuff. So let me know in the comments below, you little ratkins. What do you think of my updated full stack and where I'm at? And guys, it is crazy how big this thing is getting. What do you recommend I get? I always ask for advice. What should I add? I used to have no constitutional silver. You made the recommendation. I added it and look at it now. So what should I add to the stack? Are you going to enter the Mega GAW? Have you ever won money from the Mega GAW? And better yet, put in the comments below what your approach for stacking gold and silver is so brand new people can look at it and learn from you. Not everything I say is right. Not everything you say is right. Not everything the experts say is right. The more information you get from all those outlets, you have a better chance of being more successful. And guys, gals, at 5,500 ounces, I don't feel I'm done yet. My next goal is to break that 6K, and then we're going on to 10K. Gold, I don't know. It's gonna get harder though. Silver keeps making runs like it's making. It's gonna get harder, but no matter the price, currently, I'm stacking it to the sky. And if I do decide to liquidate or do stuff, I'm gonna let you guys know. And if you haven't joined the journey, make sure you join us as we travel around the world, buying gold and silver, having fun. The name's International Stacker, and I'm here with Rat Stacker. It's the end of the video. What do we say? Catch you on the next one. Woo!
One stacker on a journey.